So friends, you see, so far, every day, every other class, we have been sharing and I have been insisting as to how this knowledge, self-knowledge, knowledge of yourself, who you are, is absolutely easy. Susukham kartum, very, very easy to get, as Bhagavan says in Gita, and also anayasa, absolutely effortless. Think. I hope you have been able to grasp it, see it very clearly for yourself, because simplest thing, friends, that which is everywhere cannot be difficult to be reached, because we do not have to reach something which is already reached everywhere. In fact, we all are in it. It is difficult to reach a point in space. Difficult or easy depending upon the distance from where you, distance that is there between you and the spot that you want to reach. Whereas in case of trying to reach the space which has already reached everywhere, that concept of easy or difficult doesn't arise. Please see that. The concept of easy or difficult doesn't arise. Is it easy to be reaching where you are standing, or it is difficult? Reaching, that concept is used only if you are not there. Since you are already there, how difficult it is to reach? Already reached. In fact, difficult it is to be away from it. Are you getting that point? Difficult it is to be away from it. Not difficult, impossible. It is impossible to move away from the space. It is impossible to move away from the field of silence. It is impossible to move away from the field of space. You can say, oh, you understand? No sound can move away from the field of silence. Because every sound happens in silence. It doesn't come into silence. No sound can move away from field of silence. Same way, within, where your eyes are not there to see your thought, Mahadeva, please feel it. Where your ears are not there to hear your thoughts, your tongue is not there to taste your thought, the nose is not there to smell your thought, your hands are not there to grasp your thought, intangible, imperceptible, mental, subtle universe, where you can only be aware, be conscious. To be conscious is not a perception. To be conscious is not a perception. Perceptions belongs to the sense organs. Eyes perceive, ears perceive means hear, tongue taste, sensation is there. Perception is there, sensation is there. At the level of your thought, there is no perception. Perception means there will be a sensation. Perception means also there will be a thought. Please understand this. I've been thinking about it, please. When you see something, there is a perception, there may be a sensation also. Too much of light, too much of darkness. And there is also a thought. Created. Perception. Your eyes see, your ears hear. There may be a sensation, but there is immediately a thought. Thoughts in your mind are in the realm of imperceptibility. There is no perception of your thought. You are conscious of your thought. Consciousness is not a sense organ to perceive. That is why eyes can have three, as Shankara will say in Vivek Chudamani, andhatva, mandatva, patutva dharma. The eyes can be very bright, brilliant, dull, blind. Same thing ears. Sharp hearing, less hearing, deaf. Sense organs do go through these modifications. Consciousness, there is no sharp consciousness, dull consciousness, no consciousness. It never happened. So it's not a perception. You are conscious of your thought. Do I have to say that? Do you have a thought? Yes. The moment you say yes, you are accepting, you are conscious. Are you getting that point, please? The moment you say, do you have a thought? Yes. The moment you say yes, you are accepting, you are conscious. Do you listen to me? Yes, you are accepting, you have ears. Or does it need any verification? Are you listening? Yes, the moment you say you are listening, that means there is something in your body whose presence you are listening. Suppose a person doesn't know that this is called an ear and ear listens, but that organ is there, even if you have not named it. Only you shall know when that ear doesn't work, then you know, oh, I can't listen. So there was something in whose presence I was listening, now in whose power being lost, I can't listen. You can make out. Eyes are seeing, when I close the eyes, can't see, then I know that seeing is a perception. But you are conscious of eyes seeing, not seeing, ears hearing, not hearing, tongue tasting, not tasting, no smelling, not smelling, skin touching, not touching. All these things you are conscious. And there is no question of andhatva, mandatva, patutva. Bright consciousness, dull consciousness, blind now. Nothing. No such thing happens. And it has no eyelids, no cataract. The moment you say, do you have a thought? The moment you say yes, whether you like it or not, immediately question, how can I say yes? Do you have a thought? Yes. How do you say that? Because you know you are conscious. But Nobody has made us aware of it. It's like you are seeing a flower. You are seeing this flower. But you went away. Somebody asked you, did you go to ashram? Yes. Did you see Sugandharaja? One flower? Sugandharaja? I never saw. It is all along in front of me. You can't see, look at me and you don't see the Shankara statue or this microphone, this book, this flower. You cannot. But when somebody asks, did you see this Sugandharaja flower? What will you say? No. Why? You saw. You are conscious, but nobody introduced. Oh. You saw, even smelt, because the fragrance spreads. What is the fragrance? You saw it, but nobody introduced. Therefore, what shall you say? I don't know. You have experienced it, seen it, touched it, smelt it, but still you don't know it. Because you didn't know, you didn't ask, what is that I am seeing? You didn't ask, what is that I am seeing? Friends, please take this next statement. Wow. Do you have a thought? Yes. Did you ever ask, what is that in whose presence I am seeing? Did you ever ask? Did anybody ever introduce us to that? From childhood until a moment comes when you are introduced to it. It's all in the realm of religion, spirituality, Ishvara. You can't call it as religious or spiritual. It's an existence beyond every concept. Did you ask, what is this flower? You never asked. Nobody told. You saw it, but you never asked. Nobody told. Every day, every moment, we are knowing our thoughts. Are you thinking? Yes. What are your thoughts? These things. Did you ever found out what is that something which is knowing the thought? How do I know? Vague. Mind, brain. You are conscious. Without knowing anything about your eyes, your seeing continues. Organs are there, functioning is there. To correct your eyes, the doctor has to open it, clean it, all that stuff. It's an ophthalmologist. Now it has become a branch of science, branch of medicine. Same thing about ear, same thing about any part of the body. Has anybody ever tried to find out that in whose presence I am aware of my thoughts? Nobody introduced us. If you don't ask, no one will tell you. Somebody may say that this is a flower, whereas in case of yourself, you take it for granted. Friends. Do you have a thought? Yes. You are accepting, you are conscious. And that is the chakshusha chakshuhu, the eye of the eyes, the eye of the eyes. Always there. As when you cannot say, it is difficult to reach the space. It is, understand. That is because space has already reached here. is neither easy or difficult to reach the space. But it is impossible to walk away from the space. Not difficult, impossible. Do you have a thought, sir? Yes. Can the thought, how do you know that? Conscious. This thought, can it reach the consciousness? Is it difficult to reach the consciousness? Or easy to reach the consciousness? There is no difficulty or easiness. It is in consciousness. It is impossible to have a thought and not to have consciousness, not to be conscious, not to be consciousness. It's neither easy nor difficult. Impossible. Please be unconscious now. Come on, close your eyes. Don't have to close your eyes also. To be conscious, do you have to open your eyes or close your eyes? But with your eyes you can see outside world. Your eyes cannot see the thought. Therefore I say, close your eyes. Because even when your eyes closed, the awareness of the thought doesn't go away. How far is this thought from consciousness? In the field of consciousness, every thought is there. Why is it difficult? Because, friends, understand why it appears to be difficult. Because all the time we have been told, please see that, all the time we have been told, I'm standing in my home, I'm walking on the road, I'm standing on the mall, I'm in the beach, now I'm in the mountain top. Nobody ever uses the word, I am in Brahmanda, macrocosmic universe. You are in 1,000 different places, but you are ever in one macrocosmic universe. 1,000 names seem to have overtaken the one name or the nameless. How many times you have thought over your village, your own home, your classroom, the movie theater, the different places you have visited? Have you ever thought, what all places I have visited is nothing but the universe? If Chennai is a name for a place, ashram is a name for a place, Odisha is a name for a place, India is a name for a country, Earth is a name for a planet, galaxy is a name for one galaxy, Andromeda, Brahmanda, macrocosmic universe, is the name for every little thing that is existing here. Nothing can be away from it. How many times, friends, you perceive that you are in the universe continuously, and in the universe you cannot die. The body shall change. Body has no sense of death, like the wave continuously changing in the body of ocean, comes out of the ocean, sustained by the ocean, onto ocean it goes back. In fact, the wave neither is born nor it is dead. Ocean celebrates. In the ocean of elements, the body is a tiny wave, celebrated every moment. The body doesn't know. Deho na janati. You kill each other for 1 inch of land, this house, that land. You forget nobody can take you away from the universe at all. Don't say, be practical. In the 10 feet land only you live. Sir, that is true. In not only 10 feet land you live, in the 10 feet land also you are buried. Living and dying is not your condition. That is where comes your strength absolute. Nobody can deny you a place in the universe. But it's just not a gross material universe. It's a conscious universe. Because in my body, this body is precious, valuable, because I am conscious. Or else it will be like a furniture piece. As even your body cannot be taken away from the embrace of the universe, your thought cannot be taken away from the touch, embrace of consciousness, Chetana. Brahmeva idam jagatcha sakalam chinmatra vistaritam. Chinmatra vistaritam, Chaitanya consciousness pervading everywhere. Brahmeva aham idam jagatcha sakalam. It is here, also in and through everything. Nobody can ever stay away from it. We are never asked, what is that something by which I see my thought? Did anybody ask? Did you ask? Even after studying this for thousands of years or millions of words, did you ever ask to yourself, sit down, how am I seeing my thought? Eyes can't see. Nobody names it either. And you have experienced it, but because it is not named, you shall say, I have not seen the Suddhanandaji. Did you see Shankara statue? You know a statue. Nobody named it. So what all things in the room? Listen carefully. If somebody asks you, what all things you saw in this room, you shall name only those things which you know. What you do not know, you cannot name. Are you getting that point? As simple as that. I hope your brain works. What all things you are seeing in the universe? You shall only name few things. What you don't know is too much. A celebrated story goes. There was a very thinking person. I don't want to say wise or otherwise. A person who is thinking. He thinks a little more than others. Anyway. Little more insight into the world. One day I was walking down the beach. And the story goes, there is a 8 to 10-year-old child, 6-year-old child, there is a child story, just see that. He is crying. Naturally, the elderly person being sensitive asked, son, why are you crying? He had a cup in his hand. And he said, I am going there. I am standing here from the last 1 hour. I am going there. I want to put that whole ocean into this cup. I want to take that ocean in this cup. It is not there. It's not coming. I am taking only this much is coming. I want the whole ocean to get into this cup. The person fell at his feet. Something happened to him. He says, son, you are my guru, you are my teacher. He doesn't understand what guru, teacher are. He says, what are you talking? He says, you are crying that this ocean doesn't get into this cup. I am so stupid. I am now 70, 80, 90 years old. I have been still struggling with a little cup of mind. I want to put the whole universe into it. Grasp the infinity by finite. The boy was moved. And he threw that cup into the ocean. Since I cannot take it, water, let it go to the ocean. Again the man fell at his feet. You are really my guru. Since this cup cannot measure the ocean, throw it into the ocean. Since this mind cannot measure the infinity, throw it into the mind, infinity. What more you want? Should it be just a story to talk in the tete-a-tete, showing off your philosophy and wisdom, or just see it and feel it? If it can't grasp it, throw it into it, meaning it is already in it. Close your eyes for a minute, friends. Feel it, see. Close your eyes. Think, friends, open your eyes, close your choice is yours. Can the body move away from the universe? It's an inseparable part of it. But what is your feeling? I'm an independent entity, walking through the space. Walking through the space? Can you walk away from space? Can you walk away from the water in your body, the fire in your body, the earth in your body, the 5 elements in your body? Any element, once it wants to get out of your body, you are dead. Dehydration, dead. Temperature goes away, sannipada, your body goes cold, you are dead. Air goes, of course, dead. Solid thing goes away, meaning you are lose motion, dead. Understand, friends. The universe has no feeling that it is living in it. Neither the body has a feeling it is dying in it. Deho na janati. You are a conscious doll. As when you cannot take the body away from the pervasive space or the macrocosmic universe. These are words. Don't be sorry. Macrocosm, macrocosmic, and forget Brahmanda, Brahmanda. Vishwa, Sarvam. Names do not create concept. The words are created to describe something, not to create something. That is why if you get into the hold on to the words without understanding why that word was created, you remain in the world of words, thoughts. That is known as the intellectual understanding. Very familiar with all words, all concept, all logic, doesn't know what he is talking about. Ahankar creates every problem. Yes. What is that ahankar? Ego creates all the problem. What is your ego? If ego creates, Swamiji, I really create all my problem. Are you so sincerely stupid? Can a thought create a problem? Why is it so difficult? Because everybody talks about, everybody has named all that is seen, heard, tasted, touched, smelt, known, but nobody has named usually. Why I say? Because that is where the Upanishads, it takes into account the entire universe, the whole cross-section of it. Beginning from the universe, all the elements, to your physical body, to your sense organs, to your thought, to the I thought, to consciousness. Chetana, Atma, that is the words are Atma, Brahma. Don't say the Atma is, oh, everybody says soul, Atma is, shut up. Atma is not equivalent of soul. Chetana, consciousness, awareness, reality. In whose presence thoughts, body, mind, everything functions, aware, you are aware of. Same thing with the total macrocosm, Ishvara, like the water with a one name and form, wave. The same water with all names and forms, ocean. Ocean has no problem, water has no problem. Wave has a problem if you refer to it without the water or being part of an ocean. Macrocosmic universe. That is why we say what? Just like Jiva, since you all know about it, gross body. The same consciousness identifying with one body, physical body, Vishwa. With the mind, Taijasa, a name is given. With the subtle thoughts. With the ignorance in the deep sleep, Pragya. Sthula Sarira, gross body. Sukshma Sarira, subtle body, Taijasa. Karana Sarira, waking state, deep sleep state, Pragya. The same consciousness with the total gross body. If you call it Vishwa for the individual, Virat Rupa. The whole universe of all names and forms. One mind, Taijasa. Total mind, Hiranyagarbha. It's not just concepts. Names are given to describe, to point out. With ignorance, if I am Pragya, it is total Maya, something Ishvara. Consciousness is same in Vishwa and Virat. Hiranyagarbha, Taijasa. Ishvara and Jiva. Same water, wave, in a form, same water is ocean. Ocean has no problem, water has no problem. Saguna Brahma, Ishvara, everything, one without a second. Nirguna, no Ishvara, no Jiva, no nothing. So you accept all forms as Ishvara, no form, Nirguna. Both are fine. There are not million gods. One thing in infinite names and forms. Name it. So Vayu Devata, Agni Devata, Fire Devata, everything is a deity. What shall you worship? With what you shall represent your body? Any cell. With what shall you represent Ishvara, the totality? Any name, any form. It, no name, no form. That means I am at once body, bodiless awareness. A thought, yet thought-free existence. So it's fantastic. Take Nirguna, wonderful. Saguna, wonderful. But don't refer to yourself forgetting the totality. Don't tell water, no problem. Tell ocean, no problem. But tell wave without referring to ocean or the water, you will have a deep trouble. This is where you become so individualistic. Looking at yourself through one body, through one sense organ, through little perception, through little memories. 5 is land, 1 foot land in which you are standing. Naturally, you are crushed by the load of infinity. The finite cannot take it. Everybody is fighting with the samsara, fighting with the creation, fighting with the totality. How can you? You cannot take the water, take the ocean into a cup. Throw the cup. It was part of the cup. Here, you don't have to throw your mind into consciousness. It is already a part of it. Mahadeva. So it is so simple. So easy. Yet, however much you may explain to somebody, until that somebody takes it upon himself to see it, think it, you will not grasp it. Bhagavan beautifully in Gita, how nicely, in 6th chapter especially, sometimes how many books I can take, friends, you take one idea, read any book you like. That is why this Tattvabodha is so important. ABCD. And after that, you can create any number of wonderful books or nothing. It doesn't matter, choice is yours. So even after Bhagavan reveals it to it, and he says, when a person sees this, yatha vato nivatastha, yatha deepo nivatastha, ningate shobhama smuta. Hey Arjuna, a person who understands this, his mind is like nivatastha deepavat na ingate. Like a deepa, a flame. In a lamp there is a flame. Steady flame, shining. Na ingate. There is no little, not even a slightest hint of a movement. Why? Nivatastha. No breeze reaches it. Same way, one who is aware of himself, nivatastha deepavat, na ingate. Nothing touches it. Arjuna says, very beautiful God, but yastvaya idam proktam, that just let me tell you that exact one. Yoyam yogastvaya prokta, samyena madhusudana, hey Madhusudana. Yoga tvaya, this yoga you told me. Samyena, where there is total stillness, always the same, na ingate, no disturbance, neither feel disturbed. Tasyaham na pasyami chanchalatvat sthiti sthira. This sthira, steadiness, na pasyami. Why? Chanchalatvat. Because so much of restlessness inside. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. Hey Krishna, this mind of a lamp. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. Chanchalam. Continuously chala, chanchalam. Chalati. Pramadhi Balavad Drudham. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. Pramathi Balavad Drudham. Pramathi. Pramathanam karoti. It churns my mind. Balavat, forcibly. Even if I don't want, the thoughts are coming. Drudam, strong. Tasyaham nigraham manne vayoriva saduskaram. And I think to nigraha, to hold that mind into steadiness, is as difficult. And he gives an example. God, you gave the example of the mind, which is steady, unwavering, like a flame of fire, protected all sides from the breeze. My example is, my mind is chanchalam, asthiram, continuously moving, unsteady, and to make it steady, I can think, take my example, bayoriva suduskaram. As even you want to catch the breeze, is gone, no? Mudiyade. That is the ignorant man's world. Because he has never been informed or never been introduced to himself. Whole life we are with a limited thing. How do we do that? What Bhagavan says? He did not disagree with Arjuna. Immediately said, you are right. The moment you say you are right, the person feels, Appa, okay. Asanshayam Mahabahu. A mighty armed Arjuna, reminds him, Mahabahu. Meaning, you are so mighty armed, you are so mighty, so great, so strong. How can you pretend to be, how can you say that you are so weak? Asanshayam, whatever you say, doubt-free, doubtlessly. There is no doubt, there is no hesitation on my part to say whatever you are telling is right. Mana durnigraham chalam. Manaha chalam. The thoughts, mind chalam. Like why you can never stay same place. Thoughts also. A thought cannot stay forever, but thoughts, like we breeze. Understand that a little subtlety. No single thought can last forever. Try. How many thoughts have been already obliterated from your head? You did not delete it. It gets deleted. But thought as such, thought as like pictures, moving pictures. It's not a picture moving, but moving things. Asthiram. Manah chanchalam asthiram. It is continuously steady moving. But then what shall I do for that steadiness? Asansayam mahabhava manodirnigrah chalam. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha gruhyate. Listen carefully. This comes straight from the Yoga Shastra. So don't say yoga is different, Gita is different. You don't know anything, therefore don't stop your mouth, shut it up. And what is that yoga? Is not, anyway, we shall talk about it, think of it. Mind is so restless. Abhyasa vairagya abhyam tad nirodha. In the Yoga Shastra it will say, Abhyasa vairagya abhyam tad nirodha. You can hold it. How? By abhyasa and vairagya. Listen, friends. I say listen again, because don't say the thought is restless. You make the thoughts restless. It's like telling the leg is always moving. Leg is moving. Leg has the capacity to move, But moving it is, you are moving it. Or difficult to understand. In Oriya they say, "Ta hatto godo kotha kouchi." I mean, this fellow is so restless, his hands and legs are always moving continuously. Legs are moving or you are moving the legs. Just keep it there, let's see how the leg goes away. You make the body asthira or the body makes it itself asthira. Your agitation, your movement, the body lying down. You can't keep quiet. Your legs will go, hands will go, this will go, that always. That is why in your Abhyasa when Bhagavan says, first thing make your body steady. Suchaudeshe pratisthapya. Sthiram asanam atmanaha. Chailajanam kusotaram. And all these things. Anyway, you see that. The 6th chapter, I wish I can take some time. Tatraikagram manakrutva. They are keeping your mind steady. First, body sthira. Nasikagram avalokayan. Just. Suchaudeshe pradishtapya. You want to do that? Keep your body first, sit down, make it steady. Suchaudeshe, in a place, pure. Pure does not mean I should purify with the cow dung and this and that and spray and where there are no mosquitoes and flies. Not that there should be one God existing. Sorry, your concept, you decide whatever you like. But Suchode, see that the place is clean and doesn't there is no outside reason for to make your body restless. Suppose you are sitting down, mosquitoes are biting. How can you sit down straight? The flies, they have got a tendency to land on your nose. Right? You'll sing, what will do? So see that no such thing is there. Suchaudeshe. Somebody is a loudspeaker, one is talking in the telephone, cut it off. No unnecessary sound, no unnecessary touch, no unnecessary taste, no unnecessary smell, no unnecessary sight. That is Suchaudeshe. Suchaudeshe pratisthapya sthiram asanam atmana. Sthiram asana. Sthiram sukham asana. What is asana? Asyate anena iti. That in which posture you are sitting down. And how that defines Yoga Shastra? Sthiram sukham asanam. That is asana in which you can sit down steadily, without pain, movement, and sukham, comfortably. The person wants to do lotus. You have never done anything like you have never lifted your leg, but you are putting one on the other. In 1 second, you have to call fire brigade to come and remove your leg from one side. But he wants to Mahayogi. Instead of giving you steadiness, it gives you unsteadiness because your head, your mind is now, oh, the thighs, oh, the knee joint. No, but why? Another one is Vrishchika asana. He's sitting on that, what is that one? Scorpion. Sthiram sukham asana. Not that Yoga Shastra has told you must do these things. Sthiram sukham asana. I can't do anything, simply leg on the leg. Sthiram sukham asana. Sukhasana means what? Easy posture. Easy posture. Where you can sit down for 45 minutes. Call it 15 minutes, half an hour also. It doesn't matter. Sthiram sukham asana. In that, body is steady. Far away from the sounds and other things from which, so that you don't get unconsciously or unnecessarily activated. You tell people, don't call me now, in half an hour I'm closing the door. Switch off your phone. All this comes a part of it. Listen, sthiram. Then, Samam kaya shiro gribam. The other things are there, you get into that. Samam kaya, body, shira, head, griba, shoulder. Samam, straight. Why? Because if you, that is I can see, then you can keep awake. Or else, people start in fantastic posture, straight. For them, the posture is more important. They don't understand the mind must be bright so that the body kept straight. Because when it's sleepy, your head falls, stoops. Body stoops. Beautiful sleep. 2 minutes, wide awake. 3rd minute, Nidra Devi. Snoring. Still steadiness. Because this posture will keep your mind, help you to be straight, help to be steady, so that your mind unnecessarily no attention towards any part of the body which is giving you pain. But you give that importance to your body, mind gone for a shiksha. So when the mind becomes restless and tired, however straighten you can keep your body, lie down. That is why people love Savasana. Savasana is the best thing. Why? Nobody will know whether you are sleeping or snoring or not, unless you produce some stupid noise. So Savasana. Your mind is cyclone. But Savasana. Asana. That's what I say. People go park their body for a fee. Same vehicle comes back which had gone. The driver is as crazy as ever. No, samakaya shirogribam dharayan achala sthira. Steady. Then what do? So many things are there. By chance a thought comes, sane shane ruparamet buddhya dhruti gruhitaya. Shane shane uparamet. So that is the time your body is now steady, everything is outside. This is abhyas. Outside, and then body is steady. Your thought suppose goes away somewhere. Sankalpa prabhavan kama. Tyaktva sarvana seshata maneshaiva indriya gramam viniyamya samantyata. So when you sit down, once your body is taken care, you shall see your thoughts are going for a football match. Not that thoughts are going, that is how thoughts are. And you are a person who are with that type of mind so far. So when it goes, don't feel bad. Asansayam mahabaho. There is no doubt. Mana chanchalam, meaning the thoughts move. But now appreciate, thoughts are not going crisscrossing. You have made them like that. How is it that you remember to smoke cigarette every day? Were you born with a cigarette in your mouth? How do you get restless about watching a movie? How do you get restless about eating a food? How do you get restless about purchasing a shirt or a pant or a cell phone or anything? So restless. Why? The first thought was not restlessness. Suppose I give you a chocolate. The first thought is not restless. You got it before you even know about it. Then you understand, chocolate, nice. Then chocolate. So you put speed into your thought. Natural, children, grown up, doing it. So when you have made it so habitually, always, all the time, you should be as steady as the flame of light, protected all sides from the breeze. You are the cyclone who has everything, you are pushing everybody around. Now first thing understand, I cease to be a cyclone. I am sitting down here, no movement. I am conscious. That is why you understand these things first. Meditation means straight away, close your eyes for what? Inside is all crazy, outside everything is taken care. If you understand your inside, outside automatically falls into its own place. But if you can't do that, start from the outside, go there. Understand? So when you see that the thoughts are coming, Shanai Shanai Uparamit. Amazing. Deliberately I'm choosing that verses. Too many are there. Shanai Shanai. Shanai Shanai means slowly, slowly. Shanai Shanai. Slowly. Because don't say, no thought should come. No. Shanai Shanai Uparamit. Withdraw yourself. As you have withdraw Uparamit, you are withdrawing from the world. Withdrawing from the world means what? World in its own place. You are not going there. Uparama does not mean the world goes away. You withdraw yourself. Are you getting that point? You withdraw yourself. I am not interested in any sound, touch, taste, smell. And by chance it reaches, stay there. So if the thoughts come, memories of what kind? Anything. A sound, touch, taste, smell, raga, dvesha, like, dislike, desire, fulfillment, anger, frustration. It comes, withdraw. Not only sitting down here, you have withdrawn yourself from the world. Now, in the thought level, withdraw instead of jumping into the stream of thought. Be that foundation in which the thoughts are appearing. Clouds are moving in space. Space does not move. You are moving with the cloud, but not one with the space. Are you getting that? Sanai Shamayanu Paramana. Buddhya dhruti gruhitya. With your courage, determination, conviction that indeed I am always steady. That is why without this information, without this appreciation, not knowing the ways of your body, mind, world and everything, that is why study. Oh, this is how it is. Previously I was jumping into the stream of thought and creating everything. It is like a monkey drunk, stung by the scorpion, possessed by a ghost. As it moves about, our mind has become like that from the day one. Because nobody has told us. Nobody has told us, observe your thought, pick up your thought. Very good, that is part of the growth of growing. But once you are aware, hey, what am I doing? I must know about myself. And it's always there in it. I can't be away from it. But why is it difficult? Because I am pushing myself in the thoughts world. Going out to the outside. So withdraw. You are no more dragging the world onto yourself. You're dragging the perception, sensation, nor the thoughts. From the thought to consciousness, what is the distance? What is the distance? In that self, Atma Sanstham Manokrutva. Hey Arjuna, Atma Sanstham Manokrutva. Atma Sanstham. Atmani Tishtati. Being, abiding in yourself. Nakinchid api chintayet. Don't initiate any thought anymore. If the thoughts come, don't get involved. By yourself, not necessary to initiate a thought. Because you don't need to initiate a thought to be conscious, nor you need to dismiss a thought to be conscious. Job is finished. So why should you paint the thoughts in a very devilish picture? Thoughts are bad, this is a bad thought, this is a good thought, this is a holy thought, onward. What are you talking, sir? We are not interested in dismissing thought or invoking thought. So no initiation into thought or the negation of the thought. Atma sanstam manakrutva na kinchidapi chintayat. Atma sanstam, once you are with yourself, the second statement becomes redundant. Being with yourself, na kinchidapi chintayat. If I say, being silence, don't create a sound. In silence, can there be a sound? No. So by habit I was only busy creating sound. Silence I never observed. Now I am with myself, Atma sanstam manakrutva. Abhyasena tu kumteya. This is what? This is abhyas, continuous. You see it. And why is a vairagyana? Because if you have a value for something, the thoughts will come. If you want to forget something, the same thought will come. If you have value for pleasure is where? In the food, in somebody, in something, honor, dishonor, respect, these thoughts will keep coming. But if vairagya means what? Not vishayatyaga. Vishayeshu bhogatyaga. Bhagyam vairagyam. You no more have a sense of pain and pleasure in the object. You don't remove the object. Objects are innocent. You have imposed pain, you run away from it. We imposed pleasure, you run for it. So vairagya is vishayeshu bhogatyaga. No more you impose sense of pain or pleasure in the object. Therefore they are as they are. So thoughts are beautiful. You are beautiful. Iti. Can you say it is difficult, sir? Appreciate. I'm not telling remove them or be with them. No. Sthira. The ground on which you are restlessly jumping, the same ground you can stand steady. To stand steady, not a different ground, and to be restless, not different ground. The same spot where you are thinking agitation, thought, the same spot, meditation, steadiness, yourself. Iti sthiram. Close your eyes. Absolutely simple. Yet surely seems to be difficult, because by habit we have been with the mind. So don't be frightened. Don't condemn yourself, but I am like that. Appreciate how did the speed go into the thought? Because I pushed into that. How the thought becomes attractive? Because I put attraction in the object. When I cease to do that, the whole universe in its own glory. You consciously do it for yourself. Call it sadhana, call it yoga, call it bhakti, call it jnanam, do whatever you like, sir. Be yourself. It's absolutely of no use talking to somebody. Talk to yourself. When you see it for yourself, you don't need to argue with anybody. If I'm so peaceful, why should I argue with somebody? You be you are. Help others if they are ready to listen. If somebody chooses to be restless and comfortable, let him be so. but that doesn't touch you. You are who you are. The flame of wisdom, ever shining steady. The wind or this cyclone of the universe, continuously changing and blowing, cannot touch it as even any cyclone, typhoon, cannot shake the unshakable space. No earthquake, no tsunami, no typhoon, no cyclone, no snowflake, no blizzard can touch the space. Thoughts are needed, but no thoughts can ever touch Chidakasa, Chidambara, the space of consciousness. You are as comfortable with thought, that comfortable without it. Shivoham, Shivoham. That you don't need a word or a name. Thank you, friends. Thank you.